Hey, what's up, YouTube? Pipe Noob here, shooting a quick video while I'm taking a break at work. Sitting outside enjoying the beautiful California winter weather. We're hovering around the 70s right now where I'm at. It's morning time, so it's not up to the 70s yet, but it's glorious out here. Got a cup of coffee, got a pipe. Let's see, I wanted to share a couple things with you today. First off, I'm smoking. I don't know if I've showed you all this one yet. This is my Meerschaum. This is a custom-made poker Meerschaum made that I got at Pipoogle, PIPOOGLE.com. Talked to the carver there and told him exactly what I wanted with the silver chase and the silver band, and it's got an army mount. So like most pipes, you can't take the stem out when they're hot. Army mounts you can. This has a silver army mount on it. Thought I'd try and work on getting a little bit of color on it today. Let's see, the tobacco that I'm smoking. I wanted to share that with you because I don't think I've talked about that either. I'm smoking Park Square from LJ Peretti's in Boston. Now, if you don't know about Peretti's, they're a super old tobacco shop. The Thanksgiving Day blend that I did a review on is from Peretti's. And they do some phenomenal burley blends, and this right here happens to be a vapor, and it's delicious. And I thought I'd share a quick review with you. So let's see, what about this? And why should you be interested in it? Well, if you like vapors, like I do, Virginia Periques, I need to smoke more and talk less. If you like vapors like I do, this is like a red stoved Virginia and Perique blend, and it's really good. It's significantly sweeter than most vapors that I've tried. Most vapors, they have that little bit of Virginia sweetness to it. This one is really in your face, and it plays really well with the Perique. This particular bag of Park Square that I've got is quite dry. It's probably maybe even just a little bit too dry. I don't know. This is probably the driest I've taken a tobacco. Normally they say, you know, if dry your tobacco and then dry it some more. That's kind of what I did here. It came just a little bit moist and would almost clump together, which is that's too moist, too wet. So I've been letting it dry. It's not quite crunchy. It's firm, but it's not quite crunchy, and it packs interestingly in my Meerschaum. It doesn't mash down and clump like you know, like you might be used to. It's so dry that it just kind of packs down like dry leaves. Imagine that. That's exactly what it is. Gee, there I go again. More smoking, less talking, Gary. Anyway, back to tobacco. It's got a great smoke volume, which, you know, I come from being a cigar smoker, and I'm used to having a lot more smoke. Smoke volume probably doesn't matter as much to pipe smokers, but, you know, like I said, I come from a cigar background where I'm used to having a lot more smoke, and I like having a lot more smoke. I like having that smoke to chew on. So it's got a pretty good smoke volume. I have no idea what the rim note is because you can't really smell these when you're doing them yourselves. And there's nobody around here except me for me to ask. But damn, you can definitely taste the Virginia sweetness. It's almost like it's almost like I'm smoking sugar here. I mean, it's not as sweet as, say, you know, honey cased aromatic or something. This is just a straight up vapor. But they got just the right amount of Perique in it too. I don't really have a sophisticated vocabulary, or I'm not a sophisticated reviewer like some of y'all, some of the other YouTubers out there that I like to watch. But everything that I've had from Peretti's has been damn good, and this is no exception. I think I bought 2 ounces of this to test it out, and then I set it aside and let it dry. And this is one that could compete with me or could compete with Acadian Perique for my favorite vapor, hands down. I don't know which one I'd have to pick. And, you know, last week I did a quick lineup of of my top 5. And that was before I'd broken this one out and tried it again, because this probably would have knocked the Acadian Perique out of it. So anyway, how are y'all doing? Let's see, we've been super, super busy here. I've been enjoying the weather, getting some time on my motorcycle with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunny weather. I feel bad for some of my friends that are out on the East Coast or up in Alaska. They're freezing their nuts off. But the funny thing is, everybody always asks me, Gary, why do you live in California? Why do you live in California? How can you stand living in California? Well, first off, I love California. California is a beautiful state, full of beautiful people, pretty varied, all across the board. Everybody's all like, oh, a bunch of liberals, a bunch of this, a bunch of that. Well, I'm not going to get into politics here. But California suits my way of life. Me and my wife, we like it an awful lot. And it's days like today that really kind of make up for all my friends giving me crap for living out here. We pay high property prices, we pay high taxes, we pay, there's a lot of things we pay, but there's also a lot of things we get. I mean, there's been times when I've ridden to Mass on my motorcycle on Christmas, so I defy you to do that in Alaska or Kansas or where else across the country. Oh, let's see, what else can I talk about? Shout out to my buddy Phil. I don't know if he'll watch this or not. I'm going to send him the link to it. So, quick story about my buddy Phil. We met each other when we worked at the NUMMI plant in Fremont, and it was the Toyota plant. And this was like 22 years ago. I left there, went to Sun, and was working at Sun for a while, and Phil and I, we used to hang out quite a bit. We used to go motorcycle riding together, we used to hang out together, watch football games together. He had a great little dog named Winston that I adored. Well, we both ran into some rough times, and we just kind of fell out of touch with each other. And I don't know, a month or two ago, he stumbled across me on Facebook. I'm like, Phil, where the hell you been? He's like, Gary, where the hell you been? And so we got together. It was just like old times. It was like 22 years just vaporized between us. He's on his second wife now. I'm on my second wife. We both chose a lot smarter this time. When I first met his wife, first thing I told her was, he definitely married up. So he and his wife both ride. They ride Harleys. I won't hold that against him. I ride Indian. At least he rides American. It's not an Indian, but at least he rides American. Well, kind of American. All the Harley riders out there right now are like, dislike. But I got nothing against Harleys. It's just around here, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Harley, and I don't like riding what everybody else is riding. Plus, I've wanted an Indian ever since I was a little boy. I pulled up in front of his house on my Indian, and he's like, that may not leave here. I'm like, oh yeah, it will. It was funny because I showed up at his house early in the morning, and we hung out, drank coffee all day, went out for a ride, me, him, and his wife, went and got some breakfast, spent hours at the diner after breakfast, came back. I ended up hanging out at his place all day, just jawing and catching up. And so this is definitely a shout out to him and a shout out to old friends. If you've got an old friend in your life that you've kind of fell out of touch with, take the time to hook up with them. I think I'm going to go visit them again this weekend, as a matter of fact. Hop on the bike, run out there, see what they're up to. They're a 6-pack of beer in the saddlebags, and we'll sit outside. He's fancy Nancy now. He's got a pool, so maybe we'll sit outside around the pool. It's not quite warm enough to swim in the pool, but maybe we can sit outside and prop our feet up and drink a couple beers and swap some more lies and drink some more coffee, drink some beer, maybe smoke a few cigars. We'll see what happens. So anyway, getting back to this tobacco. Really, I haven't talked much about tobacco this time, but my Meerschaum pipe and LJ Peretti's Park Square tobacco. We're closing in on 10 minutes. I'm going to let y'all go because I know your attention span, like mine's, probably short, and I'm not pretty enough for you to look at more than about 10 minutes. But it's a Virginia Perique, Park Square, LJ Peretti's. I highly recommend it. One of my favorite Virginia Periques. I think it just dethroned Acadian Perique in my list of favorites. Try it. Put some comments down there. I appreciate the likes, appreciate the comments. Tell me what y'all think. And y'all, I hope you're all having as beautiful a day as I am. If you're not lucky enough to be in California, stay inside and stay warm. Catch you later, YouTube.